This week I made a fun little floral border with anemone flowers, and I used a circle and a square to give it a little bit of structure, which made it really easy to decide where to put the flowers. Let me show you how I did it. I plan to put some words in the center of this floral border, so I'm just going to use a jar and trace around it so that I kind of mark off a circular space for that. And then I'm just gonna kind of roughly sketch a square outside that circle, and my flowers are gonna fill the space between these two shapes. And you'll notice that I'm making this kind of catty-cornered. It's crooked. It's not just like a straight up and down square. And I'm doing that on purpose just so that it's a little bit more casual and feels right with the flowers. Now that I have my guidelines, I'm going to start drawing in the anemone flowers. And I found that the easiest way to draw these is to start by drawing the center and then just drawing these little petals around them. And also just to overlap the petals some, and I found some of them that if I draw the bottom petals a little bit shorter, then the flowers seem to tilt and face upward instead of just straight at you. So I'm just going to draw a bunch of these leaves and anemones wherever they kind of fit. It seems like the flowers fit better in the corners of the square just because there's more room there. So I'm going to try to put about 3 of them in each corner and then fill in with leaves around them to make the circle shape really clear. And I'm just going to kind of loosely follow the outer square. Okay, we have our flowers all sketched out, so now it's time to go back over them. I'm going to use a micron pen. This is one of my personal favorites right now. And I'm just going to go back over my sketch. On anything that was a little bit sloppy, I will clean up as I draw. And that's just going to make it look nice and finished. I'm done tracing over my sketch, so I'm going to go ahead and erase my guidelines. I noticed here at the top corner I need just a little bit more detail, so I'm going to add these little filler flowers. And I might need just a couple more leaves here too. I sort of tested out on tracing paper how my quote is going to fit in here. I'm using Hebrews 13:5, and it fits pretty well. So I'm actually just going to turn the same piece of tracing paper sideways and use it as a straight edge because I'm too lazy to go grab a ruler. And then I am going to space out these lines pretty evenly right over them. And you'll notice that I am going over these with 2 lines in places and 1 line in some places. So my logic here is I just want to give it a little bit of thickness on some of the strokes, and so just whatever's vertical, basically I'm doing 2 lines really close to each other just to make it a little bit thicker. Sometimes there's a little bit of white space in between the two, which kind of makes a nice highlight. And this is a really simple form of hand lettering, but I really like how it looks. I think this design can be called finished. It was really easy to decide where to put those flowers because of the circle and square being the outlines, and I really thought that made it easier and fun. So I hope you'll try it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Of course, if you're new here, I'd love it if you would hit that subscribe button so that you can see my posts every week, and it'd also be great if you enjoyed it if you hit that thumbs up. Thanks for joining me. Have a good week, guys.